Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching program like my coaching program. All the information for me is below, and nobody spends as much time with my clients like I do. I have 3 different packages on my website. Before booking with me, you have the option of spending an hour with me on the phone to make up your mind that I'm your kind of coach. I do have over 280 audios/videos on my channel, so you're welcome to check out a lot of material. But essentially, I'm very direct, very straightforward. I'd like to get things done in my coaching. And I require that you come humble and open and honest and come ready to work in my coaching, that you be respectful and polite and don't rebuttal my methods. You will have to sign a coaching agreement that's attached to every single package, whether that's audio exchange, or Zoom sessions or telephone sessions. We communicate 2 to 3 times per week. Again, you're never going to find this anywhere else. And in between, if you need to text me, if there's an emergency, I'm available. You just need to be reasonable, right? So I may not answer right away, but I will answer, and you have direct access to me via email as well. I do recommend you spend 2 to 3 months minimum in my coaching in order for me to be able to cover my program. I start with your upbringing, how you grew up, childhood, etc., mom, dad. Covering your history allows me to understand what kind of blueprint you have, the kinds of beliefs you're walking around with today. Very important, because this is how you are creating your current reality. Then we go into some processes like going over your beliefs, as well as processing emotions behind certain traumatic incidents. What's traumatic to one person may not be traumatic to another. Everything is individual. And then and only then do I proceed to cover manifestation with you. But again, everybody's different. I'm just saying 2 to 3 months minimum just to cover my coaching program. But individually, some people have stayed with me as long as a year or 6 months. I would just generally say you need to come prepared to spend at least 2 to 3 months, okay? And that is because after me, you will never need another coach. We will complete this process, and you will leave my coaching understanding exactly what you need to do in order to manifest coherently and completely differently. And again, that is if you're open-minded and if you allow me to guide you through this process, right? If you fight my methods, this is definitely not going to work, which is why please get familiar with my style of teaching, and my kind of methods, my kind of mentality. If you have any questions before booking, my email is directly below. I also have a private club. There's an audiobook. I also do seminars. All the information is directly below. But I would say, I think the most effective coaching is private and one-on-one. The subject of today is magical personality equals magical reality. It took me some time to kind of come up with this title, because originally I was going to title this consciousness transference into 2.0, which is the new version of you. But that's not really appealing of a subject, of a title, I would say. And so, but basically this is truly about how to manifest the most magical of reality, how to really become a power manifestor, okay? A new personality definitely equals a new reality. It's just like Joe Dispenza says. And I admit it's probably borrowed a little bit, but I experienced that in my own personal life and in the lives of my clients, where if you change your belief system, the kind of personality, the kind of things that you invite in your life, how you even dress, the kinds of music that you listen to, the kind of business that you have, or the kind of job that you now have. All of this creates a new environment. And you need to become a different person in order to cultivate different outcomes in your life, whether that be SP, the amount of money you have in your bank account, etc., etc., and the quality of your existence overall, just globally, right? Because when you realize how much magic you hold, how much power you actually hold, it'll freak you the fuck out. Okay, again, I don't offer coaching just to kind of like show you a technique here and there. I want to revolutionize your life. I want you to freak out at some point, like, wow, this is real magic. Now I get it, what you're talking about this whole time on your channel. This is why I titled it Magic and Miracles. So if you're wondering how you manifested something, look inside the mirror and try again. Change certain things around. It has to be. Because right now what you're doing isn't working. It just doesn't work. The idea behind my coaching and just in general why I even started this channel is because I want for you to realize like that you are the magician behind this whole shebang called your reality, called your life. And if you don't understand this right now, there is a programming running that is associated with certain events that taught you, no, you're not a magician. You're completely insignificant, whether that's with a SP, drama panorama, or some other type of situation that led you to believe, oh no, I'm powerless. Forget that shit. If today you're finding yourself in a shit show situation, understand this is the reproduction of your beliefs. Somewhere down the line, you attributed more importance to the outside world than yourself. And you really need to be like, I love this quote by Lady Gaga, and whatever you think of her, that's not the conversation. I am what's happening. I don't ask anymore what's happening, like in pop culture or whatever, something to that effect. I am what's happening. In my world, I am what's happening. Okay, so it becomes really easy. It's like I'm the boss of this. I'm the CEO, okay, the commander-in-chief of my reality. I am what's happening. Okay, so then it becomes truly, truly easy and magical to create your life from scratch, not asking permission from anybody, not giving in into your fears, not attributing importance what's going on the outside and your past beliefs and this, that, and the other. Okay, you only have to ask one question. What is it that I want? What am I doing today? Okay, so some of you, when you come into my coaching, it's kind of like the same repetitive story all over again, and it's valid for a lot of people, more or less. It's kind of like I'm afraid to go out there and create. I'm afraid to start the business. I'm afraid this person isn't going to like me. I'm afraid. What if this will never happen? Well, if it isn't happening, you need to make it happen. Okay, you need to come off your kind of like, you need to be able to see things differently in order to create differently. So if in the past you had this dialogue, oh, who would hire me, and who would want my product, and who would want someone like me, and these kinds of dialogues, no, it's the wrong question. Who wouldn't want somebody like me? Everybody wouldn't want somebody like me. Many people would want exactly me for who I am, with all of my idiosyncrasies and quirkiness and whatever else you've got going on. I am what's happening. I am what's happening, and I am the number one priority in my life. Therefore, I am the number one priority in everybody else's life, my clients' lives, my, my SP's life. I am an important person because I produce value, because that's who the fuck I am. I'm a magical person. I'm a magician of my life. And for some of you, if this is doesn't resonate for some reason because you think this is narcissism or something. No, this is not narcissism. This is called self-love. You need to attribute importance to you. Only then the world turns around and caters to you and becomes, your magical genie. But your personality has to be that I value myself. I love myself just the way that I am. There's nothing wrong with me. I can be all kind of quote unquote weird. I can be exactly who I am, and the world will love me for exactly who I am. That's right. That's the kind of confidence I have. But I think, again, it becomes a matter of self-love. If you are battling yourself in some kind of way, if you're finding fault with yourself, if you're struggling with self-esteem, then the world will mirror it back to you. The question that you have to really ask yourself, why are you buying in to something that is not productive in your world right now? Why are you making it hard? Believing in your excellence, in reigning supreme over your reality is way easier than living in dysfunction, energetically or in every way. You have to believe in something different. And what will happen is that if you start investing in believing in your self-development, the universe will support you every step of the way. And you will see evidence completely contrary to what you used to buy into as dysfunction. It will be completely diametrically opposed, and you will be like, who the fuck was I all this time before? Why couldn't I have made this choice all along? Well, it's a little something called beliefs, okay, that produces a literal personality. You, as a person, you have an engine operating right now. The person who is made of magic, you're already made of magic, parenthesis here, has the same face, looks the same, maybe has a slightly different wardrobe, slightly different income, slightly different relationship with your SP, but looks the same. What's the difference? Vibration. Investing in vibration in that world where you are this magical person. Becoming aware of your vibration becomes like of paramount importance. And creating this ideal world inside your mind that right now, yes, seems like a delusion. Again, you may be tonight in a shit show situation, and you know what? It can change just like that. Why? Because you changed. You change, everything changes. That's the only way. Which is why, again, I offer coaching, and I'm so passionate about working with people, because it's amazing what actually happens when the person changes their mind, changes their confidence level, changes their belief system. It's like unrecognizable. And some people come into my coaching and, they're desperate for a change. And again, if they put in the work and they're open to suggestions, it's quite remarkable what happens, which is why, again, it's up to you. The change has to come from you because you're in charge of this reality. You have to commit yourself to surrendering the past, becoming abundant in every way, whether that's money, creating relationships that you want, whether that's your SP or whoever in your life, because you can never exhaust, you understand? You can never exhaust the universal supply. It's parallel realities allow for anything to happen right here, right now. The only thing that is keeping you away from this change is you, literally the vibration that is corresponding with that reality. That's it. If you got your shit together, in other words, right now, you can change your reality instantaneously. Right here in a millisecond. You could be like, all of a sudden, I've decided I am this person now. I have the perfect relationship with my SP. I make millions of dollars or whatever it is you want to make. I no longer hang on to the past grudges. I have decided that I'm going to think differently. I have to think differently. I have to become a different person to produce different results. It's inevitable, which is why hanging on to the drama panorama doesn't really fucking help you. Okay, you need to start reinterpreting your reality. You need to start telling a new story, because a new personality has a new story going on. Okay, so redirecting yourself every time you slip up or whatever, get off the proverbial manifestational wagon, you need to be like, okay, what is the ultimate version of me would do right now? What is the king or the queen of my reality, which is me, okay, you, okay, would do right now? Am I being grateful? Am I being loving? Am I being, do I pay attention to what my needs are? Am I being, do I have my goals together? Right? Did I make time to meditate today? Did I make sure that my energy is aligned? Do I know what magic feels like inside my body? And it may take you some time. And it's like, it's stupid stuff, like, parenthesis, not really stupid. It's like whenever I talk about, like, take a bubble bath, go for a walk, smell the roses, it's real shit. Okay, for example, I'll give you an example. There's this wonderful company that makes candles. It's called Le Labo. And this one candle that they make specifically, they made it for, I think it was the Tribeca, not Tribeca, Gramercy Park Hotel in New York. They made this candle specifically for them. It's called Cade, okay, Cade, and it's fucking amazing. It's so good. It sends me right to heaven, okay? And I always have this candle in my house, and it's beautiful. And things like that you love. And like I said, I talk about incense. I talk about, taking a walk. Maybe you have a dog. Whatever sends you there in the heaven of your inspiration. Maybe it's a piece of music. Maybe it's whatever, some kind of a song. And you go there directly, like it sends you straight to it. Invest in that and watch your reality literally transform. True story. Use your magic in different ways. Again, can't stress this enough. Use everything. It's like when an actor gets ready for a role, you will hear a lot of actors talk about, I usually have a playlist whenever I'm getting ready for a certain role. I have a certain playlist. For this other role, I have a different playlist. So become that person, that character, that person who is made of these experiences that you currently seek. As an example, with your SP, if you want to get back with them and it's now honeymoon time all over again and it's forever here, put on some kind of like a love song. Okay, different people, different styles of music. And now you're in this vibration of like, shit, we're back together and we're having this amazing time. And this is fabulous love story that will last forever, as long as I keep playing this music, as long as I'm in this vibration, right? If I'm worrying about money, what would I want for my magical personality to have? No worries about money, none whatsoever. I can go and spend, be responsible, obviously, but understand, like, yes, I can go and splurge on something, and it will make me feel good, like I have a lot of money, and hoopla, a lot of money will show up. True story. I've always done this. Like when I was a model in New York, I should write a book with this title. Whenever I would be out of money, I would just go spend a lot of money on something really nice, whether that's like a restaurant meal or, I don't know, a piece of clothing, just to make me feel good. And I would automatically attract like a ton of money the next day, that day, because I had no resistance of like, holding on to that money. Like, of course, more money is coming. Like, what do I care? I don't know. In other words, you're completely committed to being this abundant person in every single way. Right? If you're stressing about your SP right now, you are being committed to a different reality. Commit to a new magical reality, to a new personality where you are the only one they care about. Like, not even their mother matters to them. Like, you and only you, whatever you say, I will do. And you are my number one priority and nobody else. And of course, it has to do with you have to buy into this, right? As again, going back to the example of being an actor, the most wonderful actors of all time buy into their own performance, right? You can tell bad acting from good acting really easily because you don't believe this person if it's bad acting, and the good actors, like, they do it effortlessly because they're so in that character. You cannot distinguish the actor from the character. Become that character and create those until such time that it becomes like so easy. You're no longer putting on a character. You just are that person. You are that person who is most wanted by your SP. You are that person who's successful in whatever work you do. You are that person. And the truth is, ready? Again, you've always been that person. In that parallel reality, you've always been that person. You're just merging your consciousness with that experience, which is why one of the titles I thought I would title this audio with is consciousness transfers. You are literally connecting to that parallel reality in which that person already is experiencing all of these good things, okay? And so it becomes a new story starts playing for this character. It's like I'm getting my way always and anyway. I may be in a pissy mood, I may be grumpy sometimes, I may even fall off the proverbial wagon, like I said, proverbial wagon of manifestation. I am still getting my shit. I'm getting it on automatic pilot, don't know what to tell you. Just like the old story used to play, oh, nothing I do works and this and that and the other, and the whole world is against me, and all these kinds of other beliefs that people carry around with them. All of a sudden, you start noticing the universe is on your side, and it is on your side always anyway. It's just, what are you communicating to the universe? You want it to be that you get your stuff always on automatic pilot. It will give you whatever the fuck you want. If you have this belief underlying that the world is against me, nobody loves me, blah, 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 well, guess what? It will continue playing, and it has absolutely nothing to do with how good of a person you are. You may be the most adorable person in the entire universe, and you may believe something that is contradictory to what you want to receive, and not a goddamn thing will work until you address that. And you will be like, oh no, this something has got to be wrong with the universe. No, nothing is wrong with the universe. It's kind of like you going up to, like one of these vending machines, and if you put in $1 or whatever it is today, Coca-Cola you press, Coca-Cola comes out. Whatever else you press, water comes out. It's whatever you feeding the universe to give to you. There is no judgment. You just have to be benevolent. There's that. But that's common sense, obviously. Don't, do unto others as you want to be done unto yourself. And that's kind of like the only thing. But the thing is, if you're benevolent and if you just want to manifest your SP back, or you want that money, or you you can have anything you want. There's absolutely no judgment. You can have everything you want. Yes, even if that SP is with somebody else right now. You can just say, make it happen so that it's benevolent for everybody. In the best interest of everybody involved. But you have to come with this feeling of, I'm made of magic. I have this magical personality. I come with love, and therefore I can create anything I want. If somebody else pisses you off, look, it's very simple, right? People ask me this all the time. Let it be. Just let it be, and be like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm going to go back to my drawing board and change you. I'm going to change if it matters to me. If it doesn't, just forget about it. Let that person suffer their karma. It doesn't have to become your story. You just fly high on your Aladdin's carpet, and it will take care of itself. if it matters to you, but don't drag it along with you, right? So, all right, so they pissed you off, they did some fucked up shit and this, that, and the other. Honestly, you just look at them and like, you obviously don't understand how this universe works, darling, because wait, I'm going to get some popcorn and watch you really get some karma over here. Not in a malicious way, but a little bit, like kind of like enjoying, like, oh, you don't understand. I don't have to do anything. You don't understand how this universe operates. I don't have to do anything. Good luck with your karma, okay? Ciao, cacao. This is why when people come to me with the ESP problems, is like, how can I make them apologize? They already want to apologize to you. That you're not believing that they want to apologize to you, that you deserve that apology, is the only reason you're not receiving that apology. Because don't worry, if somebody has wronged you, that you don't even understand how universe operates like clockwork. Like there are no mistakes. And they want to apologize to you. They feel horrible and really bad. You just not accepting their apology, which is, it's like mysterious to me. Why would you not do that? Your desires already exist in the parallel reality. Everything you want, right? You don't have to worry about anything. You just have to get yourself there. You just have to get yourself there by becoming that person that has it already. So if you are that person today, you are this magical person with magical personality, what kinds of things are you doing? What kinds of things are you exploring in your mind? What are you thinking, right? What kinds of things don't matter to you anymore, right? Where before you used to occupy your brain with all kinds of like stupid shit, okay? How are you walking? How do you spend your time? How do you dress, etc., 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 right? And quite frankly, that's how you become supernatural. Doesn't matter what anybody does. Doesn't matter, again. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. If it matters to you, you can always change it. You don't have to stress so much about the 3D and all this fucking bullshit. You can transform reality by transforming yourself. Okay? Accept your genius graciously, accept your desires graciously, and if you really want true magic and become a true magician, just be authentic and love yourself, always. Even through the shitty shit, even through whatever it is you have going on, and allow yourself gradually to really zero in on this reality where literally anything you say goes, and you experience true magic on a daily basis. On a daily basis. And your manifestations come like 1 to 3. Don't know how else to say it to you. That's the only way, but you need to put in the work into becoming that person. And then you will really understand what I'm talking about. The power of your magicianship will shine through. And you will be like, wow, this is out of this world. How did I manifest this? How did I manifest the apology? How did I manifest that $1 million? Whatever the fuck you're working on, it truly doesn't really matter. You will experience magic on a daily basis. And again, you will be like, how the fuck did I not do this before? This was always available to me. And it is right now. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this made sense. All the information from me is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.